When it became clear that Germany's defeat was on the horizon and only a matter of time, Winston Churchill and Joseph Stalin held a discreet meeting in Moscow in October 1944, from which representatives of the United States were excluded. Both Stalin and Churchill had their eyes on Eastern Europe, and both held a desire to bring it into their country's sphere of influence. Churchill had feared that the United States would retreat into isolationism as it had done in World War I. This would leave Britain and the USSR in a standoff for territory in both Eastern and Southern Europe, its empire in Asia stricken by the Japanese, and its capital dependent upon American loans. Churchill knew that if the British Empire were to last for 1,000 years, as he had once proclaimed, that it would have to act quickly to secure itself. Stalin, on the other hand, saw Germany's capitulation as an opportunity to spread the communist empire and reclaim former Russian territory. According to Churchill's memoirs, a proposal was made to Stalin written on a piece of paper which he called his naughty document. Fearing that the USSR might encroach upon the Mediterranean and threaten British access to the Suez Canal and Britain's empire, Churchill proposed what has become known as a percentages agreement. Greece would be split 90% to the British and 10% to Russia, with Churchill arguing that Britain's royal connections made it a matter of honour that Greece be in the Western sphere. Bulgaria would be 80% to the Soviets, 20% to the West. Hungary, initially 50-50, was amended to 80% Soviet and 20% Western. Romania would be 100% Soviet, and Yugoslavia, deemed to be important to Britain's Mediterranean power, would be 50-50. This agreement not only showed that the old world colonial order was not yet dead, but it also showed that in the post-war world the influence of great powers was to reign supreme. True, a United Nations would be formed, but Churchill and Stalin believed that power politics would be the dictate of the day. The United Nations, a facade of a forum for international diplomacy. As the Anglo-American Atlantic Charter rang hollow, Churchill pushed the agreement towards Stalin, and he reluctantly ticked.